Good afternoon. My name is Anuj Abrol. I am an MSc in Hotel Management and have 18 years of academic and industry experience altogether. This live session on travel and tourism post COVID-19 is basically designed to have a much clearer picture of the tourism industry, as it is one of the most badly hit industries in the pandemic situation. As we all know, in the pandemic situation, everything was shut. Roads closed, buses shut down, trains closed, airlines, aviation sector put to halt. Everything is closed, restaurants closed, hotels closed. I know the major question that arises in everybody's mind is, what will be the future of this industry? First, let us discuss what are the major concerns that people are facing in this situation. सबके दिमाग में एक ही चीज है, loss of jobs and loss of jobs. This industry will not flourish. ये एक major setback आ गया है लोगों के दिमाग में, but this is not correct. According to the research, according to certain experts of the tourism industry, India will emerge as a favorite tourist destination after COVID-19 era. There are surveys done. People are very positive and ready to explore the beauty of India with all precautions. Yes, I would add, with all precautions. So we have to provide them with a safe and secure environment, make them comfortable, make them aware that certain policies, certain criteria has been followed by all tourism sector, whether it is hotels, whether it is restaurants, whether it is airlines, that we care for them. Post this COVID-19 era, the focus of tourism would be mainly on domestic tourism. Domestic tourism is that tourism that happens within the country. पहले के टाइम में क्या होता था? Since our international destinations were quite easy to approach, so people used to travel to different locations, international locations for vacations. But अब क्या है कि अब वो बाहर travel करने से better सोचेंगे कि बाहर जाना safe नहीं है, let us travel within the country. ऐसी कई destinations हैं इंडिया में जो अभी तक explore नहीं की गई हैं, जिनमें अभी तक टूरिस्ट तो जाते हैं बट बहुत ज्यादा पॉपुलर नहीं है. लोग अब इन डेस्टिनेशंस को एक्सप्लोर करना स्टार्ट करेंगे बिकॉज दे आर अनटच्ड डेस्टिनेशंस. दे आर डेस्टिनेशंस वेयर देयर इज नॉट क्राउड, भीड़ नहीं है इन लोकेशंस में. जिन लोकेशंस में भीड़ नहीं होगी वहां पे लोग अपने आप को सेफ फील करते हैं. दे थिंक दैट दे आर सेफ टू ट्रैवल टू दैट लोकेशंस. एंड जो ज्यादातर पॉपुलर होंगी वो लेस पॉपुलर डेस्टिनेशंस होंगी. कई डेस्टिनेशंस, इफ आई गिव एग्जांपल ऑफ हिमाचल में कई ऐसी डेस्टिनेशंस हैं, कई ऐसी लोकेशंस हैं जो जिनकी सीनिक ब्यूटी बहुत अच्छी है, बट लोगों को ज्यादा, पीपल आर नॉट अवेयर ऑफ इट, ज्यादा पता ही नहीं है वहां पे लोगों को. लोग सोचते हैं कि इससे बेटर हम बाहर चले जाएं घूमने, बट अब ऐसा नहीं होगा. अब हमारा जो टूरिज्म इंडस्ट्री है वो फोकस करेगी ऐसी लोकेशंस को प्रमोट करने के लिए. सब जानते हैं पिछले 8 महीने 10 महीने से एवरीबडी इज सिटिंग एट होम. देयर आर कंपनीज व्हिच हैव मेड देयर एम्प्लॉइज वर्क फ्रॉम होम एंड दे आर वर्किंग फ्रॉम होम, सिटिंग इन वन रूम, सिटिंग इन फ्रंट ऑफ द लैपटॉप, सिटिंग इन फ्रंट ऑफ देयर कैमराज. कब तक लोग एक ही कमरे में बैठे रहेंगे? पॉइंट हियर इज, ऑन शॉर्ट ड्यूरेशंस, छोटी छोटी लोकेशंस पे, आसपास की लोकेशंस पे लोग वीकेंड स्पेंड करने जाएंगे ताकि उनको थोड़ा सा चेंज मिल सके. एंड दैट चेंज इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट फ्रॉम द डेली रूटीन. हम लोगों की क्यों बात करते हैं? अगर मैं अपनी ही बात करूं, इफ आई वर्क 5 days in a week और 6 days in a week, एक दिन मेरे को भी ऐसा फील होता है कि चलो एक दिन तो यार बाहर कहीं घूम के आओ, रिलैक्स करो. एंड इन्हीं रिलैक्सेशंस के लिए शॉर्ट पैकेजेस, शॉर्ट ट्रिप्स डिजाइन किए गए हैं. जहां पहले बहुत फेमस हुआ था ना, लोग ट्रैवल करते थे buses, luxury buses, by trains or even by airlines, वहाँ पे लोग अब सोचेंगे कि let us go for road trips. छोटी छोटी डेस्टिनेशंस, आसपास की डेस्टिनेशंस दे विल कवर बाय देयर ओन व्हीकल, देयर ओन ट्रांसपोर्टेशन, क्योंकि दे फील सेफ इन देयर ओन ट्रांसपोर्टेशन. रोड ट्रिप्स अब ज्यादा फेमस होंगे. मोस्ट इंपॉर्टेंट हियर इज टू अंडरस्टैंड टूरिज्म सेक्टर रिवाइव कैसे होगा. ये बहुतों के दिमाग में है टूरिज्म सेक्टर रिवाइव नहीं होगा. No, that is not correct. Tourism sector can never be under threat. Tourism एक ऐसा एरिया है, tourism, hotels, our aviation, our travel industry is such industry जहाँ पे थोड़े टाइम पीरियड के लिए लोग ट्रैवल करना, इन एरियाज में, होटल्स में रहना, एयरलाइंस में जाना बंद कर सकते हैं, बट ये चीज़ परमानेंट नहीं हो सकती. ये चीज़ आज भी स्टार्ट है. होटल्स हैव स्टार्टेड गेनिंग गेस्ट अगेन बैक. आवर ट्रैवल इंडस्ट्री हैज अगेन स्टार्टेड ऑपरेशंस ऑफ फ्लाइट्स. सो ये तो दिमाग से बिल्कुल ही निकाल दीजिए कि हमारी इंडस्ट्री अब नहीं चलेगी आगे. नो, आई गिव यू एन एग्जांपल हियर. 2008 की बात है. देयर वाज अ वेरी स्ट्रांग रिसेशन दैट हैपेंड इन द होल इकोनॉमी, इन फैक्ट इन द होल वर्ल्ड. Every big company, every big organization, the MNCs were put to standstill. But that revived. We came out of that recession, and according to a research, according to figures and facts, India was one country where recession did not affect at all. So, ये तो एक छोटा सा वायरस है, the corona virus, which sooner or later will go away. And sooner or later the tourism industry will boom back, or when this industry will boom back, it will boom back in a big phase. I agree. आजकल बहुत सारे luxury hotels ऐसे हैं which are striving to they're struggling to actually cope up with the expenditure, but what they do is they are reducing their rates, they are adding freebies to their guests. अगर मैं freebies की बात करूं, अभी कुछ टाइम पहले, लास्ट फ्यू डेज, देयर वर सेल्स फॉर फ्लिपकार्ट, देयर वर सेल्स फॉर अमेज़न. पीपल वर बाइंग थिंग्स लाइक एनीथिंग. इतनी ज्यादा सेल थी उन लोगों की, बिकॉज सेल अट्रैक्ट्स पीपल. सिमिलरली, जब होटल्स अपने रेट्स या फ्रीबीज ऐड करते हैं, दे अट्रैक्ट टूरिस्ट. मैंने पहले भी बताया, लोग ट्रिप्स, अगर रोड ट्रिप्स पे जाएंगे तो लोग आसपास की छोटी डेस्टिनेशंस देखेंगे, और उन डेस्टिनेशंस पे they will look for attractive packages floating by that hotels. और अगर उन डेस्टिनेशंस पे उनकी कैटेगरी का होटल या उनकी कैटेगरी का अकोमोडेशन नहीं मिल रही है, they will prefer to stay a very nearby location to that. और ऐसे लोकेशंस में हमेशा टूरिज्म सेक्टर फ्लरिश करेगा. एक टाइम आया था जब डेस्टिनेशन वेडिंग्स बहुत फेमस थी, आजकल भी हैं. When it started, people used to travel to different countries. लोग ट्रैवल करते थे, इटली जाएंगे, वहां जाके वी विल हैव अ डेस्टिनेशन वेडिंग. बट नाउ सिंस ट्रैवलिंग फॉर देम इज अ बिग कंसर्न, दे हैव अ लिटिल रिलक्टेंसी. वो होगी भी, वो नेचुरल है कि बाहर की कंट्री में ट्रैवल करना है तो कुछ ना कुछ रिलक्टेंसी तो आएगी. बट नाउ व्हाट विल हैपन इज दिस डेस्टिनेशन वेडिंग सेक्टर विल फ्लरिश मोर इन द डोमेस्टिक टूरिज्म. हमारे पास कई लोकेशंस ऐसी हैं, कई हमारे पास पैलेसेस हैं, कई ब्यूटिक सीनरी ब्यूटीज प्रॉपर्टीज हैं, होटल्स हैं, लग्जरी होटल्स हैं, रिजॉर्ट्स हैं, which have beautiful picturesque view. People will prefer to do destination weddings at these locations. और अगर ये लोग ऐसी destination weddings के लिए travel करेंगे, then definitely tourism sector will flourish. I have a question, just to interrupt. I have a question here by Pritika Thakur. She is asking, is there any scope in the tourism sector for us now? My whole discussion is around this only. अभी मैंने तुम्हें बताया टूरिज्म सेक्टर डोमेस्टिक लोकल टूरिज्म पे ज्यादा फोकस करेगा. सो देयर इज ऑलवेज अ स्कोप एंड द स्कोप इज ओपन. स्कोप कभी क्लोज हुआ ही नहीं हमारे सेक्टर में. आई वाज गोइंग थ्रू द वेबसाइट टुडे. I saw Radisson hotels have taken out a lot of vacancies. Oberoi's have vacancies. Radisson hotels in Koshambi, for example, they have a lot of vacancies floated on the net, from entry level to managerial level, everything. And Oberoi's is also floating vacancies for all levels. एक टाइम था, if I give an example, learning and development one area, the training department was one area, only one person used to handle it. But now Oberoi's have this concept that you should have 2 people, 3 people in L&D, because you have to train people according to the standards that are new formed. जैसे कि हमारे दिमाग में आया है ना कि हमें नए चेंजेस के हिसाब से हमारा माइंडसेट चेंज हुआ है, वैसे ही इंडस्ट्री ने अपना माइंडसेट चेंज किया है. इंडस्ट्री ने बहुत सारे न्यू कॉन्सेप्ट्स डाले हैं. Before going to that, I have another question here. Where can, this is from Prabjot Pritikaran, where can one work during doing this course? I would rather like to answer this question towards the end, because I'm going to explain about courses offered in this sector. So this question would be answered a little later. Okay, now Dipanshu is asking, what is the difference in doing a normal graduation and doing the graduation in travel or HM or aviation sector? Okay, very good. Dipanshu, normal graduation will only give you a degree that you are a graduate. But a degree or a diploma or a master's in this field, whether it is hotel management, whether it is travel and tourism, whether it is aviation, will definitely give you a professional degree. It will give you skill. And हमारी जो इंडस्ट्री है उसमें स्किल की डिमांड बहुत है. I agree, Himanshu, relating to your question only. The thing is, पहले क्या होता था hotels and ऐसे sectors में ना plain graduates also used to get hired at different levels. But post this pandemic, the hotels, the aviation sector, the travel and tourism sector have become very vigilant, and they want to hire only hotel management skilled graduates. ये जरूरी नहीं है कि ये कोर्स करने के बाद आप सिर्फ इन्हीं 3 एरियाज में जा सकते हो. I will explain those areas. Now, the question arises here, how will tourism look in the near future? ये सबके दिमाग में है जो ये कोर्स करना चाह रहे हैं, जो ये कोर्स कर रहे हैं. In fact, the budding professionals of this industry, the budding hoteliers, the budding professionals, the skilled people, they have everything they have in mind is this: how will the tourism look in the near future? The tourism in the near future will focus merely on local tourism and hospitality for the coming few months, you can say. Since it is predicted that the industry is going to revive back in 2021. See, 2021 अगर मैं बोलूँ तो बहुत देर नहीं है 2021 में. They're just 2 months and we'll be in 2021. 2021 में जनवरी में भी आप रिवाइव कर सकते हैं इंडस्ट्री, फरवरी में भी हो सकती है, एनी टाइम एनी डे. ऐसा नहीं है कि 2021 बोला है तो सर ये तो ऐसे क्वेश्चंस आ सकते हैं कि दिस कैन गो अप टू नेक्स्ट ईयर. नो, द इंडस्ट्री इज ऑलरेडी स्टार्टेड रिवाइविंग बैक. दोज प्लानिंग टू डू दिस कोर्स, प्लीज डू नॉट थिंक ट्वाइस. ओके, post the lockdown open, the COVID-19 era passes on, the remote and secluded locations will be in more demand. Remote and secluded locations are those locations which are untouched. And पहले के टाइम में क्या होता था? People used to travel in large groups. पहले क्या होता था? 4-5 families हैं, they are friends. People used to travel together. Let's go to a different country for vacation for 1 week. Now the scenario will change. People will travel in small groups, family vacations or 2 or 3 friends vacations, since they have to maintain social distancing. Plus, since children are all sitting at home, parents are all sitting at home, they would like to bond up with each other, moving out so that they have a leisure time for their family. International tourism acceptance होगी, ये नहीं है कि बाहर से लोग ट्रैवल नहीं करेंगे अब्रॉड कंट्रीज से. People will travel from international sectors also, but with a controlled acceptance. Controlled acceptance is, हो सकता है उनकी कंट्रीज उनको कोई हेल्थ कार्ड्स इशू करें, हो सकता है उनको कोई एक ऐसे सर्टिफिकेट्स इशू किए जाएं so that they are comfortable to travel from one location to another location or from one continent to another continent. There are airlines. The US has an airlines which has started a rapid COVID-19 test on the flight. They want their passengers to be safe. They want the airlines to be safe. Plus the country that the airlines is traveling, they want that country also to be safe. So they have started this facility. Tourism sector, the technology trends have changed. What has happened is, it is contactless technology which is adapted by most of the tourism sector here. If I talk of hotels, hotels have started contactless check-in facility. Check-in facility is a facility wherein you go to a hotel, you book a room, you want to stay in a hotel, you don't have to come in contact with anybody. Nobody you have to come in contact, you just have to pick up your keys and go to the room. That's all. Similarly, चेकआउट के टाइम भी ऐसी ही फैसिलिटीज की गई हैं. योर पेमेंट मोड्स आर ऑलरेडी अपडेटेड ऑनलाइन. योर बिल्स आर सेंड टू यू थ्रू मेल. यू कैन एक्सेप्ट द बिल, क्रॉस चेक द बिल, you can verify the bill, and the hotel can process the bill on your card. So you don't come in contact with anybody. The hotels are following these practices. Hotels have really changed. If I say about contactless technology, the aviation sector, for example, the people traveling by airlines, minimal contact they have with the staff there. That does not say that the staff requirement has reduced. No. Manpower is still the same. The requirement for these industries will remain the same. Since technology has increased, that will not give a human touch to these technologies. Our tourism sector, since our country believes in Atithi Devo Bhava, they say that human touch is very important to provide personalized service. Human touch is very important to give. Your personal touch, your personal feelings, your personal, you want to serve a guest, you want to enlighten a guest, you want to delight a guest, you can do that only by personal touch, not by technology. So human manpower, the manpower requirement for this industry will not change. The hotels have really worked on the cleaning technologies. They have enhanced their cleaning technologies. They are looking after hygiene, sanitation. That's the utmost important thing that the hotels have, or any sector, for example, the airports, the travel and tourism sector. They have really looking into this hygiene and sanitation. And connecting to this are automated processes, that your self-check-in, self-checkout, in airlines, in hotels, in travel sector, in tourism sector, anywhere you name it, and the technology has been developed. Now the future of tourism, although the present may seem challenging for tourism, most experts expect that industry to recover in 2021. I am sure it will recover, and the facts also say that. But the major point here is, it will not recover as it was. Industry will change, definitely, but that does not mean the industry will slow down. It will change, and it is going to change for betterment. People, those who used to travel for longer durations, will cut down their durations. Large farther destinations will travel to closer destinations in the coming periods. I am not talking of a longer run here. I am talking of the present day situation. The longer run will definitely come back to normal as and when the scenario of COVID-19 era progresses and the COVID-19 era erases from the country. But in the present situation, लोग travel तो करेंगे ही करेंगे. One cannot sit at home. But traveling का motive change हो जाएगा. People will travel more for relaxation. पहले के टाइम में क्या होता था? People used to travel for shopping to Dubai. People used to travel to shopping to Malaysia, Singapore. ऐसी चीजें अब नहीं होंगी इतनी near future में. Those who are fond of shopping or they have a trend of shopping will do shopping from within the country, either online sites or local markets or destinations that they visit for leisure. They will shop, and in return they will increase the economy of the country by spending within the country rather than spending outside the country. There will be one more reason people will travel. Since people are sitting at home for long duration now, they are sitting at home for 8 months, 6 months, they will travel to meet their friends, they will travel to meet their relatives, they will travel to meet their near and dear ones, but they will travel. Point here is, whenever travel is concerned, whenever we say they will travel or they have to travel, the tourism sector never goes down. It remains the same. Okay, this was a brief about what the tourism sector is going through, what the tourism sector is changing, and what the tourism sector will look in future, how the tourism sector will revive back. Now I would like to, since I've got a question here, where can one work post during this course? Now let me first explain you what are the courses that you can do in this. There are bachelor's degree. There are bachelor's degree, there are diplomas, there are master's degree. If you have a bachelor's degree in hotel management, you have a bachelor's degree in travel and tourism sector, you have a bachelor's degree in the aviation sector, you name it, and we have a degree there. You have diplomas also in these sectors. So there are a lot of courses which are there. The number of courses that are there are equal to the number of job opportunities that we have. You can do a master's also in this field. You can do a master's in travel and tourism. You can do a master's in hotel management. I have done a master's in hotel management myself. In fact, after doing a master's in hotel management, your continuity with the education does not stop. You can do a doctorate degree, a PhD in hospitality or a PhD in hotel management. It is endless. The education sector in this field is endless. There are short-term craft courses. There are courses which are there for a year. You can do a specific trade course for yourself. You can do for example, a food production course, a bakery course, and you can get skilled to work in the industry. Now the benefits of doing this course, I would relate to the question that I had earlier, graduation and this degree. Benefits are same. A plain graduate does not get a professional degree. People opting for this course will get a professional degree. Purpose of this course. Purpose of this course is, rather than doing a plain graduation for 3 years, do a graduation for yourself in a professional degree. This opens your opportunities of job. As I am being repeating, hotels, travel and tourism, aviation, it does not limit there. I am talking of jobs here. Jobs वहाँ तक limit नहीं रहती हैं. Jobs, after doing this course, your job sector opens. You can work anywhere. You can work in even MNCs. There are MNCs which are especially hiring hotel management graduates, because in hotel management, our curriculum is we make a child groomed. We make a child do excellent communication skills. We make a child look, on a personality development point of view, he looks very presentable. He knows how to deal with guests. He knows how to present himself. So, I would say opportunities do not end here. I'll give you another example. Since we talk of opportunities and the hotel industry going down and the travel and tourism sector is not flourishing or not having ample opportunities, I am sure majority of you would remember the 2611 episode. I'll give you my example. That time, when that happened, I was working with the Taj Group of Hotels only. The 2611 episode happened at the Taj Mahal, Mumbai, the Mumbai property, and I was in Lucknow, the Lucknow property. And what it was very horrifying, you know, it was very बहुत मतलब डर लगा था उस टाइम पे ऐसा कि क्या हो गया होटल इंडस्ट्री, because people never used to feel safe. International travel was put to a standstill. People who had booked for vacations, people who had booked for business trips, people who had booked to travel to India, they cancelled their flights. They said, we will not travel, we don't feel safe. ऐसा नहीं हुआ लेकिन travel again began. People started moving back. People said, नहीं ऐसा नहीं है. We will travel, because they were made to believe that everything is okay. They were assured because measures were taken in that field. Similarly, our travel and tourism this time, a lot of measures have been taken by the government for upliftment of this industry. So be rest assured, this industry will never go down. This industry will always flourish. There will be always ample number of opportunities for you to work in this industry. When we talk of jobs, you can move to cruise lines. Cruise lines is a very demanding and very challenging and very enlightening field to work in. There are a lot of students after completing this course, they move to cruise lines. There are a lot of students, especially hotel management students if I talk of, or aviation sector students, the girls or the boys who want to be air hostess, who want to be flight stewards. For them, there are opportunities, endless opportunities in airlines. There are endless opportunities in hotels. There are endless opportunities in your tourism. You can travel to abroad to work. You can travel to different countries to work. I would say all of you must be knowing our one area, the Indian section is famous for the Indian cuisine. People are passionate to have Indian food even in abroad countries. They say Indian food is the best. So they have a lot of demand of Indian chefs. There are a lot of chefs who get jobs. Easily they get jobs to work in different countries. They say, we will hire a person from India because he is well trained. Our education sector is very good. Our courses that we offer in this field are excellent. The jobs, opportunities that we offer in this sector are great. So any MNC, any organization, whether it is an Indian organization, whether it is a foreign organization, easily hires people to this. I have another question here. What will be the future of this industry? And that's already been answered, I think. That's okay. Miss Shashi has asked that question. How? What will be the future of this industry? Shashi, I would like to say yes. In the past, whatever you've heard me, you must be quite convinced that this industry is not finished. This industry is going on and will continue. So I would say be rest assured, be confirmative in your decision of doing this course. You can always do not think twice of enrolling yourself. The students who have already enrolled in this will always have ample opportunities once they are able to pass out. Please don't be afraid. बच्चे ये मत सोचो कि हम ये कोर्स ज्वाइन कर लिया, हमसे गलती हो गई, हमने क्या देखा क्या नहीं देखा. ये कोर्स ज्वाइन करने से पहले please do not think that ways. You are in safe hands. Okay, I have another question. Can one go to abroad after completing the travel and tourism course in India? Yes, I just answered that. There are ample opportunities. You are skilled in the travel and tourism sector. You have a professional degree in the travel and tourism sector by doing these courses. You have a master's degree also in the travel and tourism sector. So any travel agency, any airlines, any corporate houses, Corporate houses are those houses which are big companies have a special corporate house. They hire travel sector people to manage their travel desk. Every corporate house has their own travel desk. So tourism sector, there's a lot of demand. Okay, let me look at another question. What are the different specializations available for students? Specializations, I'll go category wise. If you talk of hotel management, there are specializations starting from diploma. You have a diploma in different areas in a hotel management. See, I would like to explain you, there are 4 major areas in a hotel management. The front office, F&B service, housekeeping and food production. These are 4 core areas of a hotel. Now, we have diplomas, a certificate course, a skill development course in all these 4 areas. Apart from diploma, we have a bachelor's degree also in these courses. It can be a bachelor's degree in hotel management and catering technology. It can be a bachelor's degree in hospitality. We'll cover all these areas. A diploma is a 1-year course, a 1-year classroom teaching or practical teaching within the campus, and the 6 months on-the-job training in the industry. Whereas a degree will have either a 3-year or a 4-year degree course, and that will be majorly in the hotels, majorly in the campus of the institute that you joined, or a part of your course would be covered in the industry. That will be a practical exposure to you. Now, the master's degree also is there in these courses. A master's is kind of a post-graduation. You have done a graduation in a BSc in HMCT, then you do a MSc in HMCT. That's an advanced level. You become a master's in this field. People opting for masters, let me tell you, this industry does not give you opportunities to work only in the industry. People doing masters, this industry opens opportunities for you to work in the education sector also. And I have another question. Government scholarship is also available for students? See, I would not say pre to this COVID situation, the local state governments used to offer scholarships. But presently the situation is not very clear. We still need to find out because the institutes have not been physically open for students. We have online classes going on at the moment. So we are covering, it is not that the students are left idle, but yes, we have regular online classes for them. The industry experts and the faculty members, the professors are taking regular classes, updating them about the present trends. This question could be answered once the physical opening of the institutes happen. Let me check if I have another question here. Okay. If you have few more questions which you could not answer here, you can always post it on the website of the Vidya Jyoti University. I take this opportunity to thank Vidya Jyoti for giving me this platform to speak about the travel and tourism sector post the COVID-19. And I'm sure it must have given you some information, and the budding hoteliers and hospitality persons must have a clear picture or should have a clear picture of what they are going to do in the future. Thank you.